What's up guys, how's it going and welcome to the Minute channel. Today's video is one that I think it's long overdue. With the previous announcement for 25th anniversary and a lot of the discussions videos that I've done pertaining to the 25th anniversary of Persona, I've seen a lot of interesting comments pertaining to a lot of people believing that Persona 6 is going to be coming out this year. And right off the bat, I just want to say, because this is not clickbait, no, I do not believe that Persona 6 is going to come out in 2022. And this is kind of my discussion video as to why I don't think it's going to come out in 2022. So if you were thinking I'm saying it is, I'm just straight up saying it's not gonna come out this year. So let's go ahead and talk about my feelings and thoughts and whether it could actually be announced this year, which is a different concept altogether from coming out versus just being announced this year. So let's go ahead and jump into the video here. So a long time Persona fan, somebody that has been reading the series since Persona 3, actually Shin Megami Tensei 3 was my first kind of Mega 10 game, and I kind of just going to everything here. I've been in the sphere long enough to know that these kind of games take a while, but also that Atlus has a really bad tendency to announce games very early. If you've been a fan of, for example, Persona 5 when it came out originally, it really actually took a while for it to come out. It was announced, but it really took so long for it to actually arrive. It kept getting delayed, and of course now we know Atlus was actually going bankrupt during that time period, and they got bought out by Sega, and obviously a lot of dynamics were changing at the time and everything. So a lot of these things have to do with the fact that this happening at the same time the PlayStation 3 was going out, and then the PS4 was the new console and everything. So I'm sure a lot of this has to do with a lot of the different things that happened at that time. And oddly enough, we are in a similar period with PlayStation 4 is like now the old console and PS5 is like the new console, right? Everything. So I'm pretty sure something like that is going on as well. But now with 25th anniversary, a lot of people are thinking, hey, Persona 6 is gonna be coming out fairly soon. And I do think that to a degree, I do think Persona 6 is gonna eventually come out, of course, right? And it's bound to be coming out sooner than later because of the time period and anything like that. It's already been 5 years since Persona 5 came out, and of course, assuming that they started day one as soon as they finished with Persona 5 and everything, a lot of people are thinking, hey, well, it makes sense that they are gonna be releasing Persona 6 soon. Now, why do I not think that it's gonna be coming out this year? Well, first of all, if you've been in the sphere for a minute, you know that they recently announced Soul Hackers 2, celebrating the 25th anniversary of Soul Hackers, which is another series by Atlus, similar to Persona, as a spin-off series of the Mega 10 series and everything. So obviously, with that said, that's their big game for 2022. I think looking at the marketing that they've been doing in Japan, like they're doing daily videos. The last game that they did this for was Shin Megami Tensei 5, which was last year's big game. In fact, it's so big that this game is coming out more simultaneously in the West and Japan at the same time, which is a big deal because this is actually only the second game that they've done this so far. And that leads me to believe that Atlus is really focusing on this game, and they do believe that this game is a big game enough to merit having its own marketing, its own, release in the West and Japan at the same time. And all those are big things. And I think they will only do it if they believe this is going to be a game that is going to sell well, and it's going to be a main important game for them moving forward and everything. So that being said, I don't think it will be in Atlus' best interest to release a game like Persona 6 in a close proximity to Soul Hackers 2, because it really wouldn't make sense in a profit environment, right? If you're trying to get two big games to sell good at the same time, it probably never does well. And even if you look at games like with other companies, everything, they typically do try to give a big window between releases. And if you look at, we're already in April, so we're already a quarter through the game cycle, the year, right? So if you're looking at, if they announce a game, they have to announce it by at least June, and that game will have to be, you know, kind of like, if it were to release this year, it just wouldn't make sense. Looking at like everything that they announced so far, and looking at all the big releases and everything, the game coming out in August, I just don't really see this game coming out this year. Now, can they announce Persona 6 this year? Yes, I do think that this is probably gonna be the last announcement on the 25th anniversary. And again, this is not me hyping it up or anything like that. I'm saying there is a possibility of it. I'm not saying that it's gonna happen, just so anything takes that out of context or anything. I am not saying that it's gonna release this year or that it's gonna be announced this year, but I do think there is a possibility of it happening. Because of the same reasons. 25th anniversary is a big milestone, and two, they at least they gotta announce a big game. You know, like so far they haven't really announced anything from this 25th anniversary celebration announcements or anything. In fact, they have announced one game, and that's just gonna be the fighting game Persona 4 Ultimax, and that really didn't sell super well or anything like that. So I do think that at some point Atlas is going to announce some kind of big game. You may call it coping or anything, but at least you gotta announce one big game, right? And one bigger game than Persona 6, the next game in the series. And looking at the release cycle that Atlas has for the Persona series, it does seem like it's about time that they're gonna kind of at least announce the next game. So are they? Is there a possibility that they're gonna announce Persona 6? Yes. Is it gonna come out this year? No, I don't think so. But I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think Persona 6 is gonna be announced this year? A lot of people are thinking that it's gonna come out this year. I really just don't think so, but I want to hear in your comments down below, what do you think about all this? Because I care about your opinion, but also want to hear if you have any other theories. 2023, 2024, I don't know. It's really just really hard to figure out how Atlas does things, because they have definitely their own opinions, but sometimes the way that they do certain business choices is really questionable at best. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this, guys. Like and subscribe. We are trying to reach to 5,000 subscribers, and I will be doing another giveaway when we hit that 5,000 subscriber goal. So please subscribe if you haven't already. I do have a lot of plans for a lot of games coming out, as well as more discussion videos here. Anyway, see you guys later. Bye bye. But before we end this video, I want to thank all the members: Miko, Another Fox, Demicro, H2DK, King Narukami 45, Ethan McNeil, and Rising Oyoblin. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. I couldn't make these videos without your help.